child. Inmate to roommate. Honey, when I tell you A&E said, don't play with us. Do not play with us. Okay? We new to the game. When I tell you, you have somebody on this show that have admitted that they are RACIST. You have a woman whose identity was taken. And she's going to have an inmate move in with her. And what was his crime? Identity theft. And then you have someone who was fresh out of prison. Ain't even been out 4 days. And he already locked up. Welcome back to my channel, Sass here and baby. I'm here to talk about Inmate to Roommate. This episode was the best episode by far of any 2 seasons of Inmate to Roommate. I'm saying it right now. This episode was by far the best episode of anything we've seen during Love During Lockup. Again, you can watch Inmate to Roommate on A&E Thursday at 10 p.m. A&E app is free. Okay? Let's talk about Emily. I can't give you Emily's age because she said she don't give out her age to take a guess. Emily, you don't want me to guess your age. Okay? Now, where's she at? In Minnesota. Now, I don't know what is in that Minnesota water. But it's hard, okay? It's hard, all right? Because ain't Cindy from Minnesota? Hard face, hard life, child. Emily done said that she is a steel worker. And I know that's got to be hard work, child. A steel worker. And she said years ago, her identity was stolen, which put her in a financial bind, okay? I can imagine it would. Now, I don't know where her family is. I don't know where her friends are. I don't know where a bank is. I don't know. But she thought that it was a good idea to get an inmate that she knows nothing about. Absolutely nothing. But see, her homegirl, let me get her name right. Cindy, her homegirl, put these two together. And see, Jason was supposed to live with Cindy, but the daughter is moving in with Cindy. So Cindy done told Emily, let this fool live with you. Oh, do you want to hear about Jason? Cindy, you need your ass whooped. Emily, she ain't your friend. Jason was in prison for financial fraud. Him himself says that he is a master manipulator and he thrives on chaos. See, those was his words. He says that, honey, he got a log rap sheet. It's as long as a CVS receipt, child. And see, one of his crimes is identity theft. So when the producer says, Emily, you know why he in prison, right? He's in prison for identity theft. And he's an inmate you don't know. What's going on here? You know what Emily said? That's a good question. It makes me seem crazy. Can't be real, y'all. This cannot be real. I said, you know what? I said the A&E producers, okay? The Inmate to Roommate producers done found these two on the street corner and said, listen, we'll give y'all a couple of money if y'all concoct this storyline because ain't no way. I'm telling you that it ain't no way in the world is this possible, y'all? So Emily has agreed to let this man she don't even know move into her house amongst her things. Money, credit cards, social security number. While she go off to work and he's in her house alone. You got to be crazy. So it's time to pick him up, okay? And she's like, oh my God, I'm so nervous. I don't know if this is the right thing to do. I was thinking to myself, Emily, go home. I don't know why I keep calling her Cindy. Emily, go home. So he gets out. Now, we have already heard him say he's a master manipulator, thrives in chaos. He don't know this woman. He don't care nothing about this woman. He using this woman. So he gets out. And what's the very first thing he said? Other than, I appreciate you because I'm about to ruin your life and cause chaos in your household. He says, well, you know what? It's time to get the women's in. He worried about blowing out somebody's back within 30 seconds of getting out of prison. Well, at least he's honest in that aspect. Now, instead of Emily looking at him and saying, you need to find somewhere else to live, I'm gone. She looks at him and was like, oh, well, no, I don't think that's no, I don't, what? She is literally looking at this man like this is a good idea. Now, he's already told you what his intentions are. You let this man get in your vehicle and go to your house. Not only that, the first night out, she got to go to work. And leaving this stranger in her home amongst her belongings. And so she has told him, nobody better be up in my house. Nobody better be up in my house, okay? It better not be no sour cooch up in my house. And I mean it, okay? Here he is, bet. The minute she walked out that door, he said, let me get on that phone and call a hoe. Let me get on that phone and call a hoe. Honey, he said, what Emily won't know won't hurt her. Y'all, we already know how this is going to end. Let's move on. Let's talk about Devin. Now, the sisters was hot in my comment. Y'all was in it in the comments. Okay? Y'all was like, Sass, he went and seen that girl. Okay? He had hickeys on his neck. I was like, hickeys on his neck? Y'all, I seen those hickeys. Okay? Y'all, I'm not lying to you. I thought it was dirt. Y'all, I thought it was dirt. I was like, let me go back and look. Yes, I just thought that he was dirty looking. But yes, I guess it was Hickey's child. And so Devin is broke down on the side of the road. Devin calls his parole officer and says, sir, I'm broke down. Please don't violate me. I will get there when I get there. I will send you a picture of this raggedy vehicle. So the parole officer was cool. Parole officer said, okay, just get here when you get here. I won't violate you, but don't let this happen again. So Devin says bet, okay? So Devin gets to, child, what is their names? Jim? Is it Jim, y'all? Anyway, he gets to those people's houses, okay? And they were excited to see him. Glad you made it. You know, we got the room set up for you. They got a whole refrigerator in his room, a TV. You know, his wife is going to make breakfast for him. So they really are pulling out the welcome mat for Devin, okay? And Devin says, hey, okay. Okay, it's good to be here. All right? Fast forward a couple of hours later. Kathy, that's her name. Kathy was like, y'all ain't gonna believe this. Not only did Devin not come home, okay? He didn't even come home. Hadn't even been there 12 hours. He done got arrested. I said, well, then, Lord have mercy. Devin! Your sister was right. See, the thing about it is, when you was in that confessional and you did that lion stretch, y'all remember that? That stretch. Nah, I didn't get high. Not only was he arrested, they found powder. Not powder, powder and needles. I said, you go to that homegirl's house, y'all did a little bump and got high, and she gave you a little present on your drive down the road? Or did you find a location in Texas? Because someone told me, okay, an ex-addict told me it don't matter where you go, you will always find where the hookup is. And I believe it. It don't matter if you move from Oklahoma to Nevada. You're going to find out where the hookup places are, child. It don't take long. And so now Devin, he in jail. Well, Devin, it's good knowing you. It was good knowing you. Let's move on. Mark, Annalise, and Vader. Y'all think Mark went to the hospital? Y'all think Mark went to that good old local hospital? I give you $10 if he did. I don't believe it. Okay? Now, he had been out. He hadn't been home. He had been out. And then all of a sudden, he's sick. Okay? He come telling the producers that he don't feel comfortable being there with Annalisa. That Annalisa was talking all crazy. Okay? Someone right. He started feeling ill. Y'all see how agitated he was? Y'all see how he was sweating like a whore in church? I don't want to talk about it. I need to get out of here. I know something's not right. Something's not right. Let me get to this hospital. Now, if you feel like that someone in that house was doing harm to you, why would you go back? And then on another note, why would you go back and have you a big old bowl of cereal with a smile on your face? Mark, bored at night, not last night. So Annalisa was like, well, what is going on here? So, as we know, ever since Mark has gotten in that house, it has been nothing but turmoil, chaos, disrespect, arguing, fussing. I wouldn't have that 1 second up in my house, but hey, I'm not on this show. So Mark gets back from the hospital, and so Annalisa was like, well, what's wrong? What did they say at the hospital? I ain't got to tell you nothing. I ain't telling you nothing. That's none of your business. Why you need to know that? Why you asking me all these questions? What hospital did you go to? I ain't asking them questions. I'm not answering them. That's none of your business. Why you asking me that? Because, bastard, you staying up in her house. You been gone. Of course, it would be natural to ask what hospital you was at and what was wrong with you. Because I know I'm not poisoning you, even though you insinuating that I'm doing something to you. You son of a bitch. Secondly, how you gonna walk up in my house from the hospital with brand new shoes on? Just like Annalisa said, do you go to the hospital and get some new shoes? Is that down there at the gift shop? And then another note, where's your prescriptions? Did you get any antibiotics? Did they put an IV in you? Why don't I see a little Band-Aid where they shove something in your arm? Child back. Go ahead and kick hot bricks with flip-flops. That's what you do, Ma. So So, of course, what happens? They get into an argument. And so Mark said, listen, you know what? You can't be talking to me like this because your house is nasty and there's dog poop underneath my bed. Now, somebody in the comments has said that there was dog poop underneath the bed. I guess through the recaps. I mean, through the preview. Honey, I didn't even see that preview, nor do I care that there's poop underneath the bed, okay? The way Mark's actions have been, I wouldn't be surprised if he put the poop underneath the bed. It was fresh. Secondly, if the poop was underneath the bed and the house was so nasty and you are so uncomfortable in that house, leave. Why are you still there? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's because that's where you are paroled at. Then call your parole officer. Why don't you go to Mitzi and Ditsy's house? Party City Ponytail. Why don't they put you up? Oh, that's right. Because they can't. Can they? Can they? Right. So Mark has been nothing but disrespectful. Now, should there be poop underneath the bed? Absolutely not. And so Annalisa was like, there's no poop underneath the bed. He was like, it is. So her and Veda goes in there embarrassed, face cracked, because there is poop underneath the bed. So she was like, Veda, how did you let this happen? Get the poop. And she was like, that's not going to go on television, is it? Yes, said Alyssa, it's going to go on television. Everything we have seen has been an embarrassment to you and everyone involved. Just embarrassing. And I know your daughter is just like, Lord have mercy. I tried to tell you, Mama. I tried to tell you. So, of course, Mark and Annalisa are arguing and fussing. And so here's Veda. I could have slapped the dog piss out of Veda. Enough. 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 We're going to give this boy grace. He is doing everything he can to make it better. He's tried his best. This is what's coming out of Veda's house. Veda, come here. Veda, come here. I don't know what this boy has said to you. Okay? But honey, he is playing you like a fiddle. And he knows it. Did y'all see that smirk on his face? Did y'all see that little laugh on his face when he was eating that big bowl of cereal? Honey, Annalisa clocked it. She says, oh, you think this is funny, don't you? Oh, you loving this. Because she's absolutely right. He knows what he's doing. Veda, this is no family of yours. Veda, this is not your son. This is not your nephew. This is not your cousin. You have no allegiance to this man. But you let this grown, slew-foot man come in your house. Ain't touched a bit of water, busted up braids, lying to you, talking to your wife in your kind of way, and then you side with him in front of your wife. See, that's what I have a problem with. You take that outside. You don't ever give somebody else an upper hand when it comes to you and your wife, ever. Especially a non-family member who just moved in 2 days ago. You lost your mind. So here is Veda trying to reason with him, trying to talk to him. So he's talking to Veda, all right? And he was like, yeah, man, I'm trying to get you on the right track. I want to see you succeed. Mark was paying him dust. Paying him dust. Mark has intentions, and he knows what his intentions are. And he knows what he is doing. And here is Veda. Oh, well, we got to give him a chance. Come on, young man, give me a hug. Mark said, man, if you don't get up out my face, I ain't giving you no hug. He said, what about a handshake? Man, get away from me. And Veda is still defending him. Get him out your house. Veda, I'm going to say this. You're going to eat those words. You are going to eat those words. And you and Annalisa should have got him out that house from day one. It's going to come back and bite y'all. Y'all, I'm going to need for Aaron to get out that house. Aaron, I'm going to need for you to get whatever belongings you have in that house and leave from Fight the Power. I don't know who the hell David think he is. First of all, he's an educator. He's a teacher. And he openly said that he was racist. Aaron, I'm going to need for you to get up out that house. And Aaron, I could have slapped your lips when you said, hey, it's progress. He got a black man in his house. Aaron, I'm going to need for you to get up out that house. Didn't you see Get Out? So we have Aaron and David. Okay. And they are going to see the sights of Minnesota. Another Minnesotian. Y'all remind me, don't ever go to Minnesota. Kayak child on the water. And then David proceeded to say that white is right. But David wants y'all to know that that's the old David. Okay? That's the old David. He said that technically he wasn't racist, that he was a liberal racist. Now, I don't know what that means. Okay? I don't care what that means. I didn't know racism had a category. I didn't know that you could be just a tad bit racist. I didn't know that you could be medium racist. I didn't know that you could be the high tier racist. He said that he was a low caliber racist, a liberal racist. Boy, if you don't go somewhere and fall into a long hole, David, why would you admit that to begin with? Who even says words like that? Who would admit something so vile? And see, then Aaron says, then wait a minute. Are you feeling some type of white guilt? Is that why you took me in? Adopt a Negro? No, Aaron, I'm going to need for you to get out that kayak, and I'm going to need for you to get up out that house. Because I will guarantee you, if something was to go down up in that house, you will be accused of something, and that N-word is going to come out of David's mouth. Tell me I'm lying, sisters. David is all the way wrong. He has been weird from the beginning. Talking about how tall you are, your teeth, your smile, all this crap about Fight the Power. David, you are a fraud. That's what you are. A fraud. How you gonna talk about helping people, helping minorities, and then here you are talking about you as a whole racist out here in these streets, and you're an educator. Go to hell. That's what you do. There's no explanation to be needed. So then the question was asked, are you still racist? And then he says, I mean, no. Aaron, get out that house. Get out. Okay? Get out. Let's move on. Last and most definitely least, Jennifer, I'm going to need for you to get out that house. Jennifer and Aaron, please exit left. Y'all, Cindy ain't right. Cindy is not right. She don't care nothing about Jennifer. She's not looking out for Jennifer's welfare. The only thing she wants out of Jennifer is a housekeeper and a home health nurse. We have established that. That's all she wants. And for Jennifer to make some money to help her pay some bills. That's all she care about. And so Jennifer, yes, I will give it. Jennifer do have an attitude. She does. Now, Jennifer, Cindy, and the homeboys on their way back to Cindy's house. And so Jennifer says, oh, well, when am I going to go and get my car? When am I going to go and get my phone? When am I going to get my stuff? And so Cindy says, well, he has to get to work. So that's not going to happen today. And so Jennifer said, what? We had a whole conversation about this. You said that we was going to do this today. And she says, well, Cindy says, well, things come up. Okay? He has to go to work. And you just got to get your stuff later. So Jennifer says, now wait a minute. Today is my day. I said, oh, Lord. I said, Jennifer. Okay? Things do come up. Things do come up. But see, this is my thing. When things come up, why didn't homeboy tell you at the restaurant? Why didn't Jennifer tell you at the restaurant? She was too busy. Why didn't Cindy tell you at the restaurant? Oh, that's right. She was too busy worried about you smoking a cigarette. She just walking around here looking like who done it and what for. If you don't put a comb or a brush through your hair. So they get back to the house, and Lord, Jennifer said, oh my God. Jennifer said, what is it? Honey, house junky, house nasty. She says that it smells. She says, I can't believe it. So Cindy says, let's talk about the rules. So Cindy says that she has to be in by 9 p.m. Because see, Cindy's whole thing is, I don't want her to relapse. I don't want her to go back on drugs, okay? I want her to have a better life. But see, just before she came, Cindy didn't know nothing about this girl. She wasn't thinking about this girl's drug use, her addiction, whom she's hanging with. She didn't know nothing about that, her charges. But now all of a sudden she's up in that house. You need to be home at 9 p.m. And so Jennifer said, no, that ain't gonna work for me. 9 p.m. No, that ain't gonna work, okay? Listen, I appreciate you letting me stay in here, but we're gonna have to talk about these rules. 9 p.m., that's just a little bit too strict, okay? And so Jennifer says, I got one mama. See, I got a mama, and you ain't it. Okay? I got a mama. I can't be doing no 9 p.m. We're going to have to talk about that. And so then Cindy had a nerve to say, well, if you can't go by the 9 p.m. curfew, maybe I can go with you.
Shut up, girl! Shut up!
What? Not a chaperone. I said, oh, Lord. So Jennifer said, I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling this at all. Okay, I can't do this. All right. So it's the next morning. Cindy is making some breakfast. There is no way I would eat anything Cindy made. Y'all can say whatever you want to. There is no way I would eat any of Cindy's cooking. She can't even put a brush and comb through her hair. You want me to believe she washing her hands? It'll be a cold day. Sing it with me now. It'll be a cold day. It'll be a cold day before I eat Cindy's food. It'll be a cold day. Absolutely not, ma'am. So then they start talking about the rules again. And so here's Cindy. Okay? Because see, Jennifer already said you ain't my mama. I only got one. You can't be doing it. I'm a grown woman. I understand that you are looking out for me about me relapsing if I do. I get that. But you can't be, putting such strict rules on me. The 9 p.m. is a little harsh. And so here's Cindy. Well, you might as well just get over it. You're underneath my house. Get over it. These are the rules. And so then Cindy said, what would your mother say if you relapse? What would your children say? I said, oh, Cindy, you little dirty scoundrel. No, you ain't throwing her kids up in her face. Because, see, you know that that's her soft spot. This is a woman who don't have a relationship with her children. This is a woman who has not seen her children. This is a woman who already feels guilty about the things she has done and her children. And Cindy Lou, here you are bringing it up in her face. Oh, you a dirty little scoundrel, helpful. And what did Jennifer say? You're right. And she starts crying. Because what mother, okay, don't want to be with their children? What mother don't want to see their children? What mother wants to let their children down? And Jennifer has said she has done that many times over. So that guilt set in. And so when Cindy said that, it was over. It was over. Jennifer, please get out the house. Jennifer, I want you to do well, okay? I do. And I want Aaron to do well, but y'all need to get out that house of horrors. That's what that is, the house of horrors, child. Y'all, this was a damn good episode, and let's talk about it in the comments. To my new subscribers, welcome to the family. And y'all know what to do. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, friends, bye.